Alright, so I'm standing in front of Kith right now. I wasn't planning on coming over here to shop because, I don't know, it's kind of always the same kind of stuff, I guess. Kith is a great brand, especially like for basics like t-shirts, shorts, or like Oxford shirts. It's a cool place to come look for sneakers too. They have Fear of God here, Rude. Anyways, a lot of high-end brands, a lot of hypebeast brands, so it is a really cool place to come shop. But I really was just coming here for like the ice cream, the Kith treats. However, as I went in there, my mind was blown because there was one thing Kith does a really fucking good job at, and it's been the collabs. But it was my lucky day because yesterday they dropped the Kith X-Men collab, and I grew up on X-Men in the 90s. Like, I had all the cards, I still have all the cards, the comic books. Marvel in the 90s was probably the golden years, the golden age of Marvel comics. Not a big fan of how they do it now. I used to love the way they drew, I used to love the way they drew the comics back in the 90s. The storylines from the 90s are so epic, mythological. The movies don't do it any justice. When I walked in, they had all this X-Men collab shit. And I was like, holy fuck. This totally brought me back to my childhood. And that's exactly what I like to see when I'm buying, when I'm shopping for clothes or anything. Things that bring me nostalgia, that bring me back, remind me of what I used to love doing when I was a kid. That instantly makes me want to buy. So I was very lucky to find that. And I picked up a bunch of cool shit from the X-Men Kith drop. Also very fucking lucky, I'm a huge Beatles fan as well. I had no idea, but there was a Beatles Kith drop. So they had a bunch of cool t-shirts. I got myself a really dope Beatles Kith shirt. I wish I had more time in there, but I didn't. But apparently, according to shout out Bella over at Kith, who helped me. She was saying that the Beatles drop was kind of like in-store only or limited online, so you really weren't gonna be able to find it anywhere or even know about it unless you came in the store. Luckily, I actually walked into the store and I was just gonna peruse, and there it was. My favorite comic book growing up, one of my favorite bands growing up, all in there. I love band tees, so it was perfect. And also April found some really dope shit from Kith as well too, so we'll do an unboxing when I get back to the hotel. And this is my last day here, and obviously, of course, on my last day in Miami is when the weather is so beautiful and sunny, as you can see. Something that bothers me about this, I mean, they're pissing out of their eyes. Especially that one. Really had to take a leak. Let's get to this one. Like I said, X-Men, Beatles. That's what I went in there for. That's what I found. Love this hat. It's a snapback. It says Xavier for Charles Xavier. Obviously Kith right there. Kind of looks like a school hat. That's why I got it. 1963, which is when X-Men started. I love the back here. It says for higher learning in script. And it's actually my undergrad school colors at Emory University. So I was like, perfect. I'll take that right now. Going to the t-shirts here. So I like to get my shirts in a XXL. Damn, this is not the one I wanted, but there weren't many options. It's dope enough. It's got a nice fade to it. It's black fade. I don't like it when it's too old, like the 60s, 70s X-Men. There was one there which said like Uncanny X-Men and like really beautiful font. That's the one I really wanted, but they don't have it. They don't have it. What can I do, right? Wolverine is my favorite X-Men character, so I really wanted the Wolverine one. But they didn't have my size. However, the Wolverine card actually is not as cool as this card. And this is one of my favorite cards that I have growing up. Hope I can find it in my storage locker. X-Men. So I used to have pretty much almost this entire collection of this card. And Gambit was definitely one of my favorite characters. Mon Ami, he's like Creole from Louisiana, very dope guy. He throws like poker cards with some type of like energy, and he carries like this bamboo stick, beats people up with it. But he's kind of a loner, a lot like Wolverine, kind of does his own thing. That's what I really liked about him. until the movies came out and they made him like super like lame and dorky. Oh yeah, that feels good. So even at double XL, the sleeves don't pass my elbows, but still gives me a lot of like room here to wear like, oh shit, sorry, got my legs all spread out. Hope you don't see my junk. X-Men, baby. All right, what immediately caught my eye though when I was there was when I hit the racks and I just saw all these dope Beatles tees. And I wish I had gotten footage of the rest of them because they were all really, really cool. If memory serves me correct, and don't kill me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this reminds me of like maybe Strawberry Fields era, I believe. But how cool is that? So the thing about the Beatles, right, is they actually weren't around for a long time. I think they formed in '64 and they disbanded in '74. And I think they only had like a real like popular mainstream run for like 7 years. That's not that long. When I was born, the Beatles were already dissolved, but there's so many albums, so many movies, so many documentaries that I thought that their career had extended for like decades. But their output in that short amount of time is so crazy. And they've gone through so many different styles and aesthetic, from like kind of just like boy band, covers, doo-wop, kind of old school like bluesy type of stuff, and then going from that to like Revolver, White Album, Abbey Road, Let It Be, and they just made so much amazing music in such a short amount of time. And that is why there's not really much Beatles merch. They didn't tour that much. They stopped doing concerts and they became a studio band at one point. It's hard to find cool Beatles stuff, and I'm glad Kith got with the Beatles. Let us do this right for you. And I'd say that although this is definitely one of the ones I wanted, there are some other cooler ones there too. So if you don't need a double XL. Stella got this Kith hat, which is super dope. Come here. I love bucket hats. They came in the 90s. Liam Gallagher wore them a lot. I mean, everybody wore them a lot. I love the colorway on this. And it's really great because we got Birdie this little Kith onesie. They make great kids clothes. That's right. If you're a parent, you're looking for kids clothes, go get your kids clothes at Kith. And then what's really cool about this hat is, boom, reversible. What's up? For every X-Men item that you buy, that you get a comic book, an X-Men Kith comic book. I thought there were gonna be 3 different ones, but they gave me 3 of the same one. Wonder if these will be highly collectible or not. Well, this is an epic one. You got all the original X-Men fighting Magneto, issue 1. My wife is kind of like me when it comes to Kith, but she found something super dope, very comfy. These are like waffle knit, but a very like luxurious waffle knit jogger. It's kind of roomy. When she wears it, it accentuates her behind very nicely without being like too sucked in. It's more of like a delicate like drapes over her butt. I love the colorway here. You can see the Kith script right here. Very chill, actually very, very Miami. And to kind of accentuate that Miami look, the top, also the same material, but this is a crop top, racer back type of thing. She looks really good on it. She bought a medium in the top, but she could have done an extra small or a small. But the medium, I think she likes the length of it. And then for these, she got a small. It fits her like more low rise, like very 90s. So I usually don't buy too much non-Kith stuff from Kith. If I'm at Kith, I'm buying Kith stuff. But these jeans are so freaking dope. This place called Ghani, and this is a nice jean. It feels good. Definitely wide leg. Again, very 90s, very skater. I actually never heard of this brand, Ghani, but my wife said she was familiar with it. Because it's wide leg, the waist can be a little bit tricky because this is a size 27. But what's awesome is they've got these dope drawstrings on here. This was my vlog for Kith Miami. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the haul. If you like what you saw, please drop a comment, drop a like, hit the sub button, let me know, and I'll keep on shopping and buying shit and showing you what I got. I can't wait though. I don't know when this is gonna happen, but I've been working on my closet. Like, we renovated it, and when I put everything in there, I can't wait to show you guys our closet haul. You're probably like, where is all this stuff? Actually, you guys know where it is. It's stacked in our bedroom on the floor like maniacs. But we have spent the money to create the greatest closet of all time. I can't wait to show you guys. It's supposed to be done last December, and then it was supposed to be done this July, and now they're telling me September of this year, which I don't believe them at all. So we're gonna be approaching maybe like 2 years before this thing gets done. But anyways, like I said, that was the Kith vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Adios.